Live? I wonder. Oh no, please don't say that. Oh, okay. Woohoo.
Oh, it worked.
Our
Okay.
internet is like been so funny today.
Yeah, I think it's over swamped from everybody being home.
Yes.
But
Yes.
hey, everybody, welcome back.
Give people a couple minutes to hop on too.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what? I will go share it. Actually, I did already. We already got a message from Quebec Homestead. She said, "Hey guys, I'm just heading out to check on the animals, and I'll be right back to join in the event."
Yeah, that's gonna be
Oh,
us soon.
she's back. She has horses.
Oh,
Yes.
I'd love to have horses. Maybe once I get some of the land cleared off and we have some. It's a bit blurry.
It's a bit blurry. Our internet is horrible
Yeah,
today.
it's probably not the camera. It's that
Yeah.
we're overloaded. I think on satellite.
We're gonna have to find an alternative way, I think, for days that our internet's slow, like maybe a library or something. But
Maybe.
hopefully, oh, Mudbroker, hello.
Hey, good evening.
Can you see us okay, or is it blurry on your end too, Mudbroker?
It does look fuzzy.
It does on our end a little bit too,
Yeah.
but
But anything, things have been going pretty good here. We're collecting quite a bit of sap when the sun comes out. Um,
it's not the camera.
it's not.
It's the internet for sure.
Yeah.
Is it tolerable or is it horrible?
Can
Because we may start again.
you see his camera?
Can hear you fine now. Okay, so I guess it's a go.
Well,
We can hear us.
no.
So if you are here, say something in the chat so we know you're here, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up.
Yes.
It has been a tiring day today.
Yeah. Spent the last few days working on building the greenhouse out there for you.
Yes.
So I got that all done, and I can put pictures up on our site for it. Hi, Tom. Good to see you.
Of course. We let all of the dogs out. Yeah, I'll go let him out.
Closer to the door.
I know. Yes, talk about the greenhouse.
Yeah, so
Ooh, I can't get out of here.
I built a 10x6 greenhouse, and we got it going. And I built some shelves out there for her so she can get her seeds all started out there. We're still working on figuring out a way that we're gonna heat it, I guess. I don't know if she's come up with any ideas, but my job was to build it. I got it built, and now I guess I'm on to the next section, next phase of it, I guess. Hidden Blessings is on tonight. They said hi.
Hello, hello.
Can you get in?
Yes, I can.
All right. So,
how big is? Oh wow, there's a lot. Can hear you fine. Very pixely. Hey guys.
It's about 10x6.
There's Wilderstead too.
Yeah.
Hello, hello.
I had my one family member was asking us how we're boiling down the sap because we're getting about 5 gallons a day. I mean, depending on the weather.
Depending on the weather, but 5 gallons a day. Yeah.
And we haven't really put in production anything. We boiled a few pots of it down on the wood stove while it was going through the day.
Yeah.
But really had dividing our attention amongst other things.
Yeah. And out of every 5 gallons, or no, it's not even. Yeah. 5 gallons. How much does 5 gallons give us in syrup?
It's about 20 liters. So about half a liter.
Yeah, that sounds about right then, because it's about 2 cups. I'm going to say that we get of syrup.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of boiling down, but the wood stove's going anyways. So, might as well because it's our first year. We wanted to see the entire process in the warmth of our home before we went out to do a big boil outside. But yeah, we did burn or boil some inside on the cook stove, and the first batch turned out extremely light. which I hear is the most popular or the most sought after, more expensive
Yeah,
syrup. I personally like the darker syrup.
it's got more flavor to it,
Yeah, the
more
first
punch.
batch tastes like pure sugar. So the second batch that we did was a little bit darker,
Yeah.
and yeah,
I don't know whether it's because it was a later batch, like further into the season or something, or if it was because I kept transferring from one pot to another. And I had
hmm
like my final boil pot, and I just kept transferring a little bit more into it. I heard it caramelizes and gives it more flavor if you do that. So that's what I tried, and it
yeah,
worked out.
yep. So we made, um, we had my girlfriend and her husband come up, Jessica and Wally, who I showed them in another video, and their daughter Debbie and our grandson Tyler tapped their own trees, so they have their own bottles of syrup because that had to be first. They had to have their bottles of syrup, so we have it set aside for them, and so that to me was
Yeah,
that's what made it, was having those two um, get their own. Like we had to finish the syrup for them, but that they're tapping their trees and taking their photos. This is their maple syrup
yeah,
festival every year that they can come to. So that was really exciting for me. And Tyler doesn't get it so much, but Debbie, she's totally like, yes, I have my own bottle of syrup. So that was super cool. But oh, we got some more chats. CGM Farms, hey Jeremy and Carmela.
Hey, good to see you guys.
Um, same. I don't have an evaporator yet. Quebec Homestead 2020 goals. Right?
Yeah, we don't really either. We're probably gonna end up with like a campfire outside or something.
Well,
We'll
I'm
figure
I'm
it
gonna
out.
post the video I think this week. I don't know if we're actually gonna use the video, use the item that I
I
made the
don't think
video on. I don't
so.
think we
It
did, but it was a good idea.
it it had merit, but I don't think it's gonna work out the way we intended. It's just
Hmm.
it was a good try. You never know. You never know
So
till you try.
I think I'm gonna post that video on either Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
Um, Unfortunately, I do have to go out. I don't want to, but I do have to go. I have to go today. What are you doing?
Shutting
So,
down a couple other things in there, see if maybe it
oh,
clears it up. I don't know.
so I do have to leave tomorrow morning to go away for a day. So I'll post the video probably Tuesday night, Wednesday morning about an idea we had, but don't think it's gonna work. Um, but we'll find a way. We might just open boil this year and see. So,
Yeah, yeah. We're not doing a lot. I know, like Wilderstead did 400 liters or so the other day, and yeah, we haven't got that much, but I don't think we tapped as many trees as you did either.
no, we only have. How many do we have? We have like I
Close to
think
30.
30. Yeah,
Yeah,
almost 30.
we put some extra ones out there after because we had like 20, and then we just kind of put a few more. Um, but yeah, hey, it's first year. We're just poking around, trying. We're trying to get into the life and get all these cool experiences going. So,
Mhm.
you know, our kids and our grandkids can enjoy it too and have these
Yeah.
memories.
My
Um,
mom says you're blurry but cute anyways. I know. Thanks, mom.
Quebec Homestead said, "How are you doing? Almost done with the sugar season." I heard that it doesn't really even start up here till like April,
I
but
wonder. I don't know if they were talking to us
oh,
or
it
Wilderstead.
could have been Wilderstead. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeremy was cutting down some trees. Yeah,
We have a few if you want to come cut them down.
we've got trees down all over. Unfortunately, a lot of them are like softwood, like pine.
Mhm.
So I'll just have to, we'll have a lot of, good campfires and bonfires. Hopefully, we have a lot of people visit this summer.
That's if
Um,
the that's if people are allowed out of their houses. Hopefully.
yeah, yeah, that's true.
Hmm. I guess before I go any further, I want to know how everyone out there that's watching, how you guys are coping, and make sure you guys are okay.
Yeah,
What have you guys been doing to keep busy? I mean, I know some people are busy with like the sap season,
I'll
and
get the dog.
you'll get them this
I'll get
time.
him this time. It's my turn.
Jeremy says we're doing really good with the maple syrup season, and yes, he'll come and help. We have so many trees. Just even on our walk through where we've tapped all the trees for the maple syrup, as the snow melts, we see more and more trees that have fallen. It must have been, well, it was before the snow, I would say, but there was some trees down. We know towards the like far side of our one side of the property towards the road, there's lots of trees down up there, but more in towards the house there wasn't as many. But now there's a lot.
Yeah.
We've had a few good windstorms though.
Yeah.
Hey, Smith Family Ranch.
Oh, and
And
Jeremy.
Pete's Little Homestead.
Jeremy had asked if we were bored. She's had a to-do list for me. Yeah, I don't have time to be bored anymore.
No way. This is our time because to be honest, like we always had when we first moved here, Mike had softball.
Oh yeah.
So we were always leaving here for 2 days a week. Then Mike started working up here or in Toronto. He was working 2 days a week. So he was there for a while. And then he started working here. And so we've never had all this time where we could stay. Every week or two, we always had to leave to go away for at least a day or two, one of us or both of us. And so we haven't had a lot of time to just stay at home and focus in on here. So
yeah, well, I mean, we've done quite a bit.
Oh, I know we've done a lot, but it just seems the stuff that we really got to focus in on is we have to both be here and both be present and just do with, you know what I mean? Like the weather and so on and so forth. So, yeah. Smith family, thank you. She said 9 people are here, but only see 5 likes.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's okay.
Hit the like button. No, you got to hit the like button.
Now we did come across a good blessing. If you've been watching some of the videos, a good friend of ours came across some Pell lumber down there in the city.
Yes.
And so he picked it up for us and brought it all the way up here. And yeah, we got a bunch of lumber, and
a bunch.
We've got more coming.
That's what we used to build the greenhouse.
Yep.
So I think our greenhouse, I have the receipt, so we'll have to do the math. Our greenhouse cost us probably less than $50 to build.
I'd say less than 20.
Well, with the plastic and the nails and everything, or the screws.
Yeah.
And not everybody has a door lying around, so they may have.
Well, if you don't, give me a shout.
We have a few doors. The Wilderstead said, this has honestly not changed much for us. I need my glasses again. We only ever go to town for supplies anyways. A trip to town is usually 4 to 5 hours long. So we avoid it as much as possible. Yes, 4 to 5 hours, yes.
Wow.
But is that with the drive there, back, and doing the grocery shopping? Because in all honesty, that's what it is for us too when we go to like Renfrew. Or even Bancroft if we go there, because it's like 45 minutes to an hour each way, and then you got to do your groceries, you got to go to hit up all the stores, you got to get your gas, you got to get all that stuff. So it takes about 4 to 5 hours for us too.
Well, I guess if you count in all the time you're down there.
Okay, so we have to go back up in the chat.
CGM Farms only have 300 more trees to go.
So you read some of the comments because my eyes are already. I think right here. Whoops! I just touched the computer.
Quebec Homestead. We are doing good. Mushroom hunting. Tapped a couple trees just for fun. Just keeping to ourselves, pretty much the same as usual, except for not seeing anyone.
Oh, she did mention that. Are you getting any like a good amount of syrup or water to do some syrup?
Funny enough, I've seen more people now because there's a new couple just down the road, and they bought the cabin down there this last year,
Hmm.
and so they've been up for this whole quarantine. So actually, I've seen more people up here since the quarantine.
Where did you get that from? We were talking about Sam.
Because she said that they just kept to themselves pretty much the same as usual, except for not
Oh,
seeing anyone. Proof positive. I've got it on video now. You don't listen to me.
I usually don't. I have 300 more trees to go. Carmela gave me a big list to do. Good. It's the honey-do list. Honey, do it. I have my list, I have his list, and then I have our list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I'm the list person. I'm the person that creates checklists and puts stuff down that I've already done just to check it off. I love my list. So fine, I'll hit the button. The mud broker said, fine, I'll hit that button.
I saw that.
Woo-hoo.
Your mom's asking if we saved her some syrup.
No. I'm just kidding, Mom, of course.
Okay.
Your dad's here. Hey kids, love you. Hey
Oh,
Papa.
hey, thanks, Pops.
The whole day to go out and do groceries the whole day.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. When you go into town, it just you're losing all sorts of time.
Go once a month. Yes.
Yeah.
I go about once every. Again, now I don't have to go for a while. I wasn't one of the like crazy hoarders, but I did. No matter what, when we go shopping, we have to stock up because we are so far away from everything. So I told the cashiers that too. I'm like, we are not stockpiling or hoarding or anything like that. This is our regular shop with maybe a few extras because we don't go often, right? But you feel guilty for it now. So, but we did pick up some stuff so the baby, Parker, who was born in January, um, they were having trouble with wipes, formula.
Yeah, they couldn't find any down in
Yeah,
Oslo.
there's 0 wipes near them. They just got their car up and going, so I had to get wipes in Renfrew, so I can bring it down. I'll drop it off to them tomorrow when I'm down in Durham region. But they couldn't find any wipes or formula, so Marty, hey Bubba.
Hey, he showed up. Woo! Thanks, Bubba.
It's more Mike here, Marty. Oh, Pete's Little Homestead said Kentucky governor has closed all non-essential businesses in Kentucky. I mean,
yeah.
it's sad, but I don't know. I don't want to say. I think it needs to be done. I think because of the way that it's spreading, but I'm not an expert by any means. But at the same time, you hear of all the stories and all of the people that are going to be affected by it, and it plain and simply sucks.
Well, I saw it on the news today where a politician was actually saying, you know what, if if people don't take this seriously, it's going to force politicians and governors and whatnot to go to further extremes to keep everybody, isolated or away from each other. But
Yeah. But up here, the Wilderstead said it earlier too, and I think about it really hasn't changed much here for us. I think one of the things that's changed is I would just go and drive and go see babies,
yeah,
grandbabies. I would just go
uh,
and I would take Tyler. He would come up and spend a few days with us. And now that I can't just go get him. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I mean, I could, but that's not the responsible thing to do. So that's what's changed is I can't. And Parker is 2 months old now, and I can't go see him. So because they're in their home, and so we're practicing social distancing. But
yeah.
um, so
Let's see.
oh wait, I think we have to go back up because I remember seeing something from Jeremy. Okay, go ahead.
Where?
Right here.
Oh, okay. So true. Many people. It took. It looked like summertime up in Bancroft. Oh yeah, because everybody's like on lockdown and off of work. So
They're
yeah,
gonna go to the cottage. I've noticed, like, I did go out to go get the mail, and I noticed more traffic, even just to go get the mail.
yeah.
So,
It's odd to see that many people up here in
yeah.
the winter. Which you know what it reminds me, I have to run out and get a bunch of skids before everything does lock down.
Yes. Well, that's not too far away from us, so
Well, no, but if they shut down,
we can't get them.
then I can't get them.
Because we still have yet to do the wall we said we wanted to get done in February because he keeps procrastinating because he doesn't want to make it a skid wall.
It would be so much easier. Never mind. Never mind. I'm not gonna win. I don't know why I keep trying.
Yep, no.
Oh,
I win, I win.
and that cold snap that Quebec Homestead's talking about, we
Hmm.
got it too.
Oh, yeah.
Everything thawed out, and now it's froze back up. The entire road's like a sheet of ice.
Hmm.
Um, although all the raspberry canes are poking out, and so
Yes.
I've been wanting to go out and just start cutting things down.
But we're going to get, we are on the hunt right now for some goats.
Yeah,
So I would love to get Nigerian dwarf goats. So I don't know if there's anybody in our area or that's within a few hours from us that know of people or that have goats. We would love to get some goats and put them where the raspberry canes are so they can clear that land.
hmm,
Eventually maybe go over to goat's milk. That's something we would have to try, but a couple of goats for sure is something we are looking for probably in the next couple weeks, like 2 to 4 weeks.
yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. But um, maybe like we're in March, so maybe even end of April, like between now and the end of April, is when a lot of them are ready to go home.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so we got to build a little pen for them and a little area, and then I think we're gonna get the electrical fencing so that we can kind of move them around where all of the raspberry cane is,
Yeah.
and so that they can do the work for us because there was just so much um, raspberry cane to pull,
Hmm.
and that took up a lot of our summer last year,
Yeah.
spring, summer. But
Because you can't really cut them down. You have to pull them. They're like a root thing.
yeah,
um, let's see. Mud broker. This time of year, I only get to town every week or
hmm,
two anyway, so it isn't anything new. Yeah, it's pretty much
yeah,
the same for us up here. Like, we just try and focus on getting stuff done. So,
yeah. I like, I before we moved up here, I started changing the way um, that we grocery shop or I grocery shop, and I started making our home the grocery store. We don't go crazy or anything like that, but we don't have a store. Well, we do have one kind of local store, but
yeah.
um, like they're limited to what they have. So we're our own store in a nutshell, is what I'm trying to say. And
Yeah, we have
so,
to stock up for things so that we
yeah,
can only go in so often.
yeah,
Quebec homesteads is things are shutting down voluntary here,
yeah.
voluntarily. Though the local groceries are all delivering and they have people at the entrance to Purell.
Mhm.
Oh, that's good that they're delivering. I hadn't even heard that.
Well, me neither. The Family Ranch said, okay, I'm going to come in close for this one because I'm going to try reading one. We went to Walmart today and there is a one limit on water, milk, and toilet paper. We had two milks and two water, and the lady came up and said there's one limit. I said, I know there's two of us. Really, like even for things like milk, one limit. That's hard because I
Yeah,
think
what if you
like
had
we
like
had four kids
yeah,
growing up, right?
and a
So
teenager? Oh my god.
yeah, no.
I-
Like we were a family of six, so when we bought water or milk, it was at least two. So I guess some is better than none, but
wow, I don't know.
it takes us 40 minutes. So you would probably stock up on things like that too.
Yeah,
And Marty says 20 minutes to get to work.
Get out.
That's
Oh,
so
God.
Mike and Marty used to work together. And some days it would take Mike, when we lived where we were before here, it would take Mike an hour and a half. So it should normally take Marty about 45 minutes with
45 to an
traffic,
hour,
yeah.
yeah.
So because there's no traffic, it's only taken him,
And if it snowed, oh, that's like a
yeah,
2 to 2.5, 3 hour drive sometimes,
some nights,
or in the middle of the summer, because it gets just packed. 401's just crowded.
yeah.
Yeah,
But that's Toronto,
that's Toronto for you.
and
There's no getting around it.
one of the many reasons we moved far away from Toronto was it was just too busy for me. Um, Hi Tracy.
Hey, we got the whole family here.
Well, we're missing. Is Madison here too?
Oh, she's probably right next to
Well, if you are, hello.
them.
Um, Dipped to a negative 20 here the other night. I know it got
Oh my
really cold here
goodness.
the other night too. Was it not last night, the night before?
Yeah, and I hadn't I gotten slack on keeping the stove going because it was so nice,
Hmm.
and then I was struggling trying to catch it back up. It was
There goes your nice truck.
my nice truck. Oh, I don't understand that one.
You have to explain that.
Uh,
Um,
Batman's Farm says hi. Um,
hey, Babbitt's Farm.
the Mud Broker. Honestly, you should have 3 or 4 weeks of food on hand. Just byproduct of being a smart shopper, taking
Yes.
advantage of sales. And normally we do. Normally we
Yeah,
have at least
I
that.
do. And when things go on sale, like ground beef or chicken, when I got to know the prices. That's the number one thing, is getting to know the prices. And when they went on sale, he would fight with me, and sometimes he still does. He's thanking me, I think, more so now, but no, I'll take the thank yous. Um, he would be like, do we have room in that freezer? And when you challenge me, I yes, thank you. When you challenge me, I always rise to the challenge or rise to the occasion. And so I would always stock up on, if like there was beef or chicken or flour, whatever was on sale. I would always stock up on it. And I just started doing my groceries differently about 3 years ago. Um, and I like doing it that way, because when you go to the grocery store, it's almost like you know exactly what you need, because you know you have most of the stuff at home. And every time I go to try new recipes, I have 95% of the products already here, because it's stuff that it's good to stock up on. So maybe I'll do a video of that, because I have had quite a few people like, what should I buy if I
Okay.
wanted to, like, when this whole thing started going down. We were in a conversation a while ago, and we were talking about how I changed my grocery shopping. And so they messaged me and asked me, what should I buy then? If I can, instead of buying loaves of bread, buy the things to make loaves of bread.
Yeah, because it's
and
non-perishable, right?
and there's more things that you can do with it,
It's
right?
true.
So,
Well, yeah, because I even made pancakes the other day because we had the syrup.
hmm,
And we treated
flour,
our friends to that. That was like a week
yeah,
ago.
Becca,
She just barks the bark.
I know.
I think Dad was actually talking about my truck being chewed up or beat up by goats.
Oh, we're gonna fence them in.
I'm just gonna throw goats at my truck. That's what I'm doing, Dad. I'm gonna get a catapult. It's gonna be my goatapult. I'm just gonna shoot them off, into my truck.
Right?
That's my plan.
I think your truck should be the goat's playground. I
Yeah,
think so. I think we should back it up into their pen and just let them have a heyday.
because he said goats climb on everything.
I know.
Yeah,
But we have a lot of rock up here. We have like little mini mountains almost, like just even at the side here.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
It's
like
like the
cliffs.
beginning of the shield, right? So it's so cool. I love it. It's like mountainy. It's got rocks and stuff. Makes me it reminds me of Colorado. I mean, I've never been there, but I've always wanted to live there. I kind of got my dream, sort of.
Jeremy says, took us 2.5 hours to get up to the cottage from downtown Toronto. What is that normal? I'm thinking I've never really driven from there to Bancroft before.
I
Like
know.
it takes me to get to Oshawa, it takes me about 2 hours and 45 minutes from where I'm at. Um,
Marty's
still a
still
slacker.
slacker.
Yeah, he is, Marty.
No, I'm not.
We're almost out of firewood in the basement. 16 cords went by so fast. I
Wow.
know.
Yeah.
Yes, ours went by
I mean,
quick.
honestly, I was thankful that we have such a small house
Mhm.
and it suits us
Mhm.
perfectly, but we use so much less wood.
Yeah.
Um, and
And it's so warm upstairs.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's very well insulated, and stove is right below our bedroom, so we're always warm. Actually, when we had a friend come up and spend the night a while ago, they had to come sleep downstairs because they couldn't stand how hot it was upstairs.
Well, that
And
was twofold too, because I also like supplemented. So I went out and I cut down this maple tree that, well, I cut up this maple tree that had fell and it fell. I can't talk. Anyway, so I cut it up and brought it in for wood, and it was super dry. So it like burned really hot and quick.
mhm.
The place was just roasted. It was great for cooking though.
Yeah, it's really good to cook with. But um,
Let's see, CAGM, we need to come up with a list of top 10 things to make with flour. I challenge you.
oh, he heard or they heard me. I'm not sure which one is doing that, but they probably heard me like when you challenge me. All
Oh,
right.
I was getting the dog.
Yeah. Top 10 things we could do make with flour. Okay, and go. Name one.
Pancakes.
Okay. Bread.
Okay. Biscuits.
Okay. Cake.
Mm.
4.
Muffins.
Well, that's 5. Pitas.
Cookies.
Shoot. Nan bread.
Naan bread? Okay.
Yes. It's like the flatbread.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Um,
Gravy.
yes. High five to that one. Smart thinking.
Think,
One more off the top of our noggin.
one more?
Cookies. Yep.
I don't know. I don't know. Pizza.
Yes.
Yeah,
There
I
you
got it from
go.
Marty.
Oh.
High five, bro.
You're just my broker says you'll wake up one morning to goats on your roof. Don't ask how, they'll just be there. That's okay.
On my roof.
That's okay. If they want to come up, we'll see the we want to get the Nigerian dwarf, so they're not big ones. I think they only grow. I don't even know, but they're very small. I know they're unruly teenagers, is what I've been told. So I know they're gonna be hard to handle, but as long as they do their job, they can wake me up on my roof. That's fine.
Oh.
I mean, I don't want them to, but never enough firewood. I know.
Are folks taking bush cord or face
Talking.
cord? Talking. We were at about 3.5 bush cord so far this year. Includes heating, cooking, and maple syrup. Wow, that's really good.
You have a small home too, though.
Yeah,
I know the Quebec homestead has a fairly large home.
I think we
So
had 2 bush cord this year.
2 bush.
I think so.
Well, we had ordered some, already split and ready to go, and then we went in on a tandem load. Is that what it is?
Yep. And we cut and split it ourselves.
Yes. So there was quite a bit there. I don't even know how much was in
We're
there.
Yeah. I think we ended up with about 2 bush cords,
There
2.5, and then I supplemented with cutting a few trees down. And I think we're just gonna scrape by. Hopefully, I can get a splitter this year and or borrow my neighbors, I guess, again, and try and get some stuff going for the year so that
Yeah,
I'm
we have a
better
lot
prepared.
of wood that we can use that's on and around the property. But I want to get ahead by like at least a year to 2 years if we can.
Germany, shake and bake.
Yeah. It's another one.
See, Marty, he stole our line.
Shake and bake is your line.
Marty, it's I'll show you later.
Oh no, please do tell.
It's from a movie. It's
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
like a team thing.
Okay.
No, okay.
They used to work together.
He's also like my best friend.
Yes.
So Quebec Homestead, Hidden Blessings Homestead. Thanks. Just went to get you too. Would love to see more in your about section. Oh yeah. Boulderstead, 1 quart of wood here, 4x8 by 4 feet tall, 16-inch.
Yeah.
And Marty's got more wood for us apparently in his backyard still.
Well, Marty, you should come bring it up. Yep.
Mr. I should come see you.
We go through 16 for the house, and if we were to heat the garage, we would go through more. We harvest it all from our land. Yes. How much land do you have again? I know you had quite a bit of property, I think. So much cheaper to buy a tandem load and cut it yourself and get a good workout. And you know what? I actually really liked it. I really liked, we got together with the neighbors. They had the splitter. So the boys were helping us and everybody worked as a team to get things done. And we got at least half of it done in one day.
Oh yeah.
I would say. Was it half?
Well, Gordon and I took turns on the chainsaw.
Yeah.
I mean, we both love working on that chainsaw, so
Yeah.
it was kind of more fun than it was anything else.
I would love to get ahead on the wood. Never seems to happen. I know who that is. As soon as I can, Marty says.
Nice.
Yes. Any loggers in your area selling semi-loads of firewood? I get a 10 to 12 full cord load for around 1,000, and it lasts at least 3 years. Oh wow. Well, we get a tandem load. How many?
I don't know. We got a good deal on that. I'm hoping that's another thing. Is I think I might just bite the bullet and get a tandem load myself, and then cut it up and split it up all here, and then I'll just be good for a year to two. And through that, I can also try and cut trees down. Because I mean, I still have to work through the summer.
800 was how much we paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hidden Blessings said.
So that's probably what's going to happen. I mean, there's so many things that I want to spend money on. It's always the case. Because I just got my my license, well, it's coming soon, and so.
Oh, for your hunting?
Yes, yes. Okay. And so I'll probably want to maybe bring home a turkey or something.
We have quite a few of the wild turkey.
Yep.
We have a lot of deer around here, a lot of turkey, a lot of
moose and bear.
Well, I haven't. We've seen, each of us have seen some moose. I haven't seen a bear, but we know they're here because our neighbors got it on their not dash cam.
Oh, their
trail cam. So there was I think it was a cub. And I've read something, I don't know if it's true, but I read that bears are actually coming out of hibernation a month early.
Really?
This year. Yeah, because of the warmth that we've had in the mild winter. We're ahead a year or a month in the syrup apparently, so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Quebec Homestead said they have 200 acres,
oh, wow.
30 in pasture and 70 mixed wood, 1,500-ish maples that we could add. Oh my goodness.
Yes, you want to get those lines going.
Wow.
You could have a lot. Never enough wood.
Yeah.
For the house, yeah. For the pizza oven. There's always a need for more. There is. For sure.
Let's see.
Pasture. Okay.
I just hit that bell to catch your next one. Oh, Quebec, yeah.
Yeah.
They are so they have been such a blessing to us. I know I've
Oh,
said it. I keep saying it.
a hidden blessing.
I
There,
I
I
see
went
what
and
you
did
did
it
there.
again. Yeah, I did it again.
Well,
I don't
yeah.
know. I honestly don't know where we would be if it wasn't for Hidden Blessings Homestead.
Hmm.
We would have been so lost. They made us feel so welcomed, and they taught us everything we needed to know to get by with all of the the water, the well, the solar.
You're
We
still
had no
teaching.
experience. Yes, they're still
Or
teaching
yeah.
us. Mm.
Just the other day, I went out there and I'm looking at this one cord that was hanging off something. I'm like, I could use that. I got this little, 12 volt, 12-volt pump, and I'm gonna grab this up and use this cord and wire it in, so it'll pump the water through the floor because it got like this heated floor thing that'll, siphons off the hot water and runs it through the floorboards, heats the floor up, cools off the hot water if you're overboiling, right? So I do it and I get it all wired up nice and it's running great. And the next day I look down and there's a fault on my dang thing, on
Solar.
my solar. What is going on? Of course, don't you know it? It was something that was supposed to be, it's just a temp sensor off the solar, but I fix one thing, I break another, and I go fix that.
As long as it keeps getting fixed. Right.
Oh, and Marty said the turkey's next to me, so I don't know if I want to shoot this one. Hang on.
Wait, what? You're talking what? Can we kick people out of this chat? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hi, Maddie. Hello, Maddie.
Hey, Maddie's here too.
Where we? Wow, what was that?
Quebec Homestead. LOL got
Where
the
we?
hint right back at you. CJM, we got a dump about 8 kilometers
Kilometers away.
away. The bears go there. You know what? There's a dump just up the road from us, and I heard that the bears used to go there a lot too.
Now they come here.
I don't
Well,
know.
behind
Well,
us.
I don't know.
We
I haven't
don't
seen.
get a lot of the wildlife on our property because one of our neighbors has a pasture that's fenced off. So I think they go around, which is fine by me, um, because we don't get. I mean, we've had a few things come along the side, but
Yeah,
we don't really get much. It's not at our property. It's either on each side of us. So at the top of the road
yeah,
or down by the well. They don't really come back in through here.
yeah. There's a bit of a swamp up there by the top of the road, and I saw some deer track through there. So,
Oh, Narrowway Farms is here too. Hello.
well, hello. Thank you for showing up. uh,
How did you fix it? Tee hee hee, Gord says. Um,
well, this crazy guy next door, he came over and just showed me the right way to do it by
yeah.
unplugging it, and plugging it back in so the fault would reset. Yeah, once I
Yeah.
pulled one wire, I was just like afraid like a gun shy. I didn't want to pull any more wires. Uh,
Yes, I will add you when we're. I don't even know if we could add right now, but I can try. I can actually. I wanted to ask you guys: is the picture a little bit better?
well, it might be. I don't
I don't know if I can do it from my phone, but I will look.
know. But yeah. What else? Oh,
What else? We wrote down a couple
oh,
things in case. Oh, go ahead.
yeah. So the car died on me. The truck's running great, but yeah, I had the battery died because I hadn't used it in so long, so I had to pull it. It's been on a trickle charger all day. Hopefully, because she's going away, then I can get that up and running. It'll be fine. But other than that, just been cutting and stacking wood and fixing up the greenhouse. I got that kind of finished up today, all plastic in, and put some shelves up, so I got that good going for it. Let's see. Yes, you can. No, the picture is the same. Oh,
Yeah.
well, once bitten, twice shy. I know. But it's just one of those things where, like, I thought I knew what I was doing. I'm like, well, it's just not. It's
He
hanging out.
doesn't know what when it comes to the solar, he doesn't know what it does. He no,
I know
not
pretty
like
good.
if it was to stay exactly the same every day, but if a problem were to come up, I don't think. No, we'd have to call Gord.
I don't
No, we'd have to call Gord.
know.
Call up Gord and have him come over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have usually. I mean, it's nice that he's like right next door, but I feel like such a nuisance half the time.
3 little dots beside my name. I will. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can do that
Oh,
now.
you know what? I got to figure out how to like. I got to put a picture up about the greenhouse because it turned out much better than I thought it was going to. Um, my buddy came up and we just kind of went a little overboard. So we had two walls built, and we were gonna like bring the walls out front and then build the front and back wall. Once we stood them up, we realized they were 16 foot long and about 9 foot tall. We got a little overwhelmed. Just kind of like,
Yes. Well, and I did post it in the last video that I posted. No, it wasn't the like wow. What did I just make?
with the not quiche,
That's what I keep thinking of is
custard.
quiche, the custard.
Yeah.
So not the custard video, the one before. At the very end, Mike and I are dragging out. They were how long were they? 10 feet
No,
by
they were 16 foot long.
16 foot long by 10 foot high
Yep.
walls, and there was two of them, and we had to drag them around the house through ice and everything. And we put it down. I'm like, it's just too big. I don't need that size of a greenhouse. So right now it's all wrapped in plastic. I love the structure. I love the framing that he did. So I know we're just gonna have to fix it if it's something that we want more permanent, because the weight of the snow up here would totally cave in the.
That's okay. I have a plan for
So
that.
we got to get some metal or something up there to support the snow. But it's a cute little greenhouse. It is
10 by 6.
10 by 6. And
And you know how I know that?
I'm sure you're going to tell me.
Because it was 16 foot wall, and I cut 6 foot off of it and used it for the back wall and the front wall.
Okay. You built it, so.
It was easy. And then I used the leftover pieces to throw in some cross spacing and then some print in the frame, and then
Yeah. And we got some shelving up in there.
yeah.
Now we just got to figure. And right now, unfortunately, it's in a spot where it's not going to stay. So it's unlevel, like the ground is. So we're going to just leave it there for right now and get some stuff going in the greenhouse and try to figure out some cool ways to heat it. But for now, what we're just going to do is probably leave the plants in during the day and bring them in at night. And then we just had to do something for this year to get it going. So
I'll figure it out.
one step
Maybe
at
I'll
a
build
time.
some sort of a rocket stove or something.
Thank you, Wilderstead, for he said big ups on the greenhouse.
Oh, thank you.
I wish I could do plastic greenhouse here. Wind is just too bad here. We get a lot of wind where we are too.
Yeah.
We do. I've never heard this kind of wind before. I have a ton of windows, just need that time to build it. That's like us too.
I haven't decided because
Harvesting all the wood.
if we do decide to keep the plastic, then I could just get some hardware cloth and wrap the whole thing in hardware cloth.
Yeah. Well, that would be expensive though. That would
It's
be.
a way because
If you keep the framing up top.
Yeah.
Actually, Pam and Gord bought some. I can't remember what was it called that you bought for your trellis.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
We can maybe mount that onto, but I don't know if it would be sturdy enough even with the structure up top. I don't know.
I can figure a way.
There's a mill the wood, yes. That's a big thing too. Well, I don't know if you saw it, like we got a bunch of wood. We got Wally corrected me because I put approximately $1,400 of wood, and he was like, it was actually 1,600, and it cost us, without the trailer, it cost us $160.
Yep.
So what he did was he went to, it was Home Depot, and they had it out on their property, and they said discounted rate. So they'd marked it down so that the customer was to pay 25% of the original cost. And they had it in different bundles. And so Wally went to somebody, whether it was store owner or whoever it was, and said, if I take it all, what's the best price you can give me? And so after some talking with Wally, who's very persuasive, the guy said, you know what, you can have it for 90% off, and paid the 10%. So we paid for it to, we rented the trailer, we paid the $160, and then gave gas money and
Yep.
stuff as well. And they came up. And so we got $1,600 worth of wood for $160 plus the trailer and gas. So it was about $300 in total.
Yeah.
So that greenhouse just in wood probably cost us maybe $30 or $40.
Say 20.
Really?
Yeah.
There's still a ton more wood, but
Maybe 30. Maybe 30.
just don't back down and say, if I take it all, how much can you give me? And we got all the receipts too. And
I have him on retainer as my negotiator.
yes,
from now
and
on.
he's already got all of the wood for. I'll let you explain it. I don't know what it is that he got.
Oh, he got a bunch of strapping so that when we take down the front porch, because the walls on the front porch, we're gonna open that up and then screen it all off.
Hmm.
So he's got strapping so we can finish that up, and then we'll make panels. So
But
that we
how
can-
much did the strapping cost?
$30,
How much would it supposed to have cost?
probably 300.
We are gonna make Wally. We're gonna make Wally famous. That's what we're gonna do.
Everybody needs to know one of these guys.
Everybody needs.
Everybody needs
He
a Wally.
does. You do. He's got such. He's a good guy. He's got such a big heart. I've known him since I was, oh gosh, like 18, 19 years old.
Oh yeah.
About that, I would say.
Jam wants to know what's the first step you're gonna start with your greenhouse.
Oh, I started planting today. I've got all my tomatoes that I'm going to plant. I've got them all started. And my onions, and something else. And then when I get back from Durham, I'm going to start my peppers. I have all my seeds sectioned out. I don't section them out by what they are. I section them out by the plant date. So if it's 8 to 10 weeks or 10 to 12 weeks before your last frost date, that's how I have them sectioned. And then it's not overwhelming for me, because if I look at all the seeds I have, which I have a ton, I could just sit there and not know where to begin. So I sort them by when to plant it and if I want to plant it. And
Yeah, I think both you and Pam have a seed problem.
no.
Oh,
There is no such thing as a seed problem.
I love
Can
you
I
girls.
please have the homesteaders here, this group? Can I please have them tell him and Gord how important seeds are? Hmm.
Seeds grow stuff. You know
Seeds.
how I grow stuff? I once
Uh.
threw a pumpkin into your garden and it grew more pumpkins.
It did. And the funny thing was, there must have been like one seed left, because it was a jack-o'-lantern back when we carved pumpkins.
Yeah.
It was a jack-o'-lantern that you had carved, and you threw it under the tree for compost,
Yeah.
and it grew us a pumpkin the next year.
It grew like 3 pumpkins the next year.
It did. No, it only grew one. It did.
Because it overtook your garden, remember?
Oh, one can do that.
Oh well.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, that's something. Yeah, my grandmother got me into that way back when I was a kid, and I did a bunch of pumpkin carving, and I got pretty good at it for a while.
Yeah, you did. I have. I don't know if I can actually. They can't see it anyways because it's all pixelated.
Yeah.
Where was I gonna go though? He does really good pumpkin carvings. He's very artistic with that. Somebody should subscribe and make the number even.
I
Who, to us?
don't know. CGM. Okay.
Oh,
Quebec Greenhouse. I just went to get your
Quebec
Instagram.
Greenhouse?
Quebec Homestead.
Yes.
Sorry. I I'm stuck in greenhouse. I've been stuck at it for like days. I just went to get your Instagram. I didn't have you hit them up. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Welded wire mesh is what it's called.
Okay. Yeah, Gordon said that it was like concrete mesh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw that.
CJ, I was just about to ask you for Wally's phone number.
Call us
Yes.
or message us.
I know a guy.
Yeah.
Awesome price.
And I
for
have
the
a
wood.
Wally. He's married to my best friend Jessica, and I gotta let her know Wally's popular. Little front porch sitting. That's what our plan is.
Oh.
We have a Wally, but his name is Chris.
My brother's kind of like that too. He doesn't a whole lot that way, but he knows
He's very,
so many
yeah,
people.
he does.
He gets it from my dad. My dad was that guy. He still kind of is. He knows everybody, and so he always has a way to get really good deals.
Yeah. Yep. CGM Farms, definitely overwhelming for me, but it's the first time in Carmela's. But it's my first time in Carmela's first time.
Growing maybe?
No, they did a garden. Oh, maybe in Bancroft, like growing a bigger garden, because I know you guys did some rooftop gardening. Growing a big garden, the feral asparagus, so we'll wait for them to respond, but the feral asparagus will take at least 25 days to sprout, so don't give up on them when you plant them. Ours popped up about a week ago. So there's somebody that's not too far from us that I bought seeds from, and so I got some feral asparagus. That's what these are
right.
referring to.
Well, you'll love that.
Yes, I love asparagus. Oh, that's the one thing. So the other day we went, not the other day, it was last week. We had gone to a grocery store and I picked up asparagus. I was so looking forward to coming home. I mean, grocery store vegetables and fruits. I think Jessica from our Roots and Refuge said this is nothing but disappointment, and it's so true. But I get home, I'm super excited to cook some asparagus. I get it out. I start breaking the ends off, and they're almost all bad. The outside was nice and green, and the inside was nice and yellow and mush. So pure disappointment. Pure disappointment. So I can't wait. We have some on the property already. And I planted some last year, and there was some already growing on the property. And then I have these seeds, so hopefully we'll have a field of asparagus one day. I will eat it all.
You'll never be inside. You just will be out in the field, just sitting there eating your asparagus.
Well, I gotta cook it.
Oh, true.
I haven't tried anything yet because we have our windows. I get fine with my little mini greenhouse onto the house for all those starts. Yeah, that's where I'm starting. Like I'm letting these guys sprout here, and then on the nice days we'll put them out into the greenhouse until we figure out how we're gonna heat it. But there are no seed problems, only seed solutions. You just plant them and they go away.
That's not the problem. The problem is you plant them and then order thousands more. Never mind. I love you so much. Oh man, I'm just digging a hole tonight.
Look at that.
What?
Oh, you went way too far.
I did?
You did.
Oh, okay. You let me do it.
No, gourd. There's no such thing as a seed. Okay. My name is Angie, and I buy some seeds from Anonymous. You're gonna start saving.
Uh,
I am gonna start saving seeds because I want him to be quiet.
well, I love the idea of self-sustaining, and you totally got me into that kick. And so, if we can harvest our own seeds, that's one less thing that we'd have to go
And
order or
buy.
spend money on,
Yes,
right?
but you have to start off with seeds that you have to buy. And when I was
Fair enough.
in the city, I didn't have a big space to grow, so I had some seeds, but I had to buy 100 packets of seeds and then go do seed exchange with a few people so that I had enough seeds. Gosh, I have a seed Quebec Homestead said I have a seed storage problem and I need a library. Me too. Narrowway Farm says I don't save all of my seeds, but I did save what I could. I saved pumpkin, peas, tomatoes, and then kept some potatoes. Yes.
Oh, potatoes. I could eat potatoes like
Yes, we're gonna try
every
growing
day.
them again this year too. I have some heirloom squash seeds my grandpa started saving in the 50s, and
That
that
is so cool.
that is cool.
Oh, I love hearing stories
Yes.
like that.
That's why I bought all the seeds I bought. The rooftop garden was all bought from Home Depot and Walmart, no seeds. That's what. Okay, so how are you going to start growing them this year? His Way Homestead. Hey, that reminds me, I need to go cut my asparagus in the morning. Oh, I'm jealous, super jealous.
Yeah, you know what? It's still our, like, we've been here for almost a year now. So,
Yes, next month is 1 year.
I mean, once you get your garden set up the way you want it,
You sound like you're trying to be like, there.
because you don't have your asparagus yet, and I know you're gonna love having your own
Oh, I
asparagus.
will. They're all the ones that popped up last year were small, and then the ones I planted were, I think, were they 1 or 2 year, Pam? I think they were one. So you don't want to cut them until they're, I think, in their third year.
I think that's what you told me before.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like to know where people are harvesting asparagus already. Where is that? His Way Homestead in MS, Missouri?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I went to boot camp.
Hoorah?
Hoorah.
Hoorah.
Starting this year 3 for Norway Farms. It's our third year for asparagus.
We
Or
still
him,
have like
sorry.
2 feet of snow outside, you say? There's
No, it's
pockets.
actually, well,
There's
some
pockets
places.
where you can see the ground, but
Yeah, it's all ice right now, really, because
mm,
it's all melting and then freezing. It's kind of crazy out there right now.
hmm
I took the dogs for a long walk today, which, by the way, our new dog Becca, she's a Bernese Mountain. She did so good. It was the older dog. It was being a pain in the butt.
hmm
He kept running off on me.
normally he's the example.
I know, but he just, and then because I guess he was pent up it's only a day or two, but still.
I was gonna say for so long.
Yeah,
They have more space. They were in doggy jail because they decided that they were gonna run off, and so they were in doggy jail. So they have to stay by our side for a little bit.
well, well,
They decided, I mean, they can stay anywhere on our property, but when they run like 2, 3 country properties down, that's just too far for me. So we kept them inside for a few days. Well, 2 days, I'd say
yeah,
2 days.
it was like
Bad
2 days,
puppers.
but
Mississippi.
oh,
Yeah, Messi,
how's
you're the American. I don't know states. Okay.
I thought Missouri was MS.
What is no Missouri? No. What is Missouri?
I don't know. I have to look it up again
Can't be
now.
MI because
No, that's
Michigan.
Michigan. It's been a while, okay?
hmm
Uh,
You can take.
Worlderstead said though, don't forget to brush up on wild foods. Foraging provides such amazing treats.
Mhm.
So, on that note, I've actually started working on it because
Mm.
my dad's cousin Brent
Yep.
actually sent me this book, and he made a big impact on me when I was younger because he bought this book and he started learning how to find edible plants. And he'd go out and just see how far he could walk before he'd fill up his bowl, and that would be his.
I can't wait to get there one day.
Yeah,
I have no idea other than like morel mushrooms and ramps and maybe like a wild strawberry or something. I have no idea what I can eat, but both of us each have a book now.
yeah,
So hopefully we'll be able to
yeah. I used to
get
think
something.
that I was pretty good. I'm not.
No. I'm good at identifying like I guess the city things, the things that you would find like in a garden, not flowers. I'm horrible with flowers, but like fruits and vegetables and herbs and all that. I'm great with identifying those, but anything wild for the most part, no, not really.
Yeah,
Not really. The one thing that I found quite interesting this year was I learned about chaga, and so I haven't been able to see any. I did find one spot, but it's really high. Um,
and you dandelion tea.
Dandelion I knew about a while ago. And then the cattail, you can, out of cattails, when they are yellow, cattail flower, you can harvest it. You know, when the brown
Yeah, yeah.
part, you can harvest it when it's yellow,
Huh.
and it makes cattail flour, and you can use it maybe with your regular flour to make like pancakes or something like that. So I thought that was super cool. I want to get to know more about that. We had our first year, we had a lot of adjusting and getting rid of bad habits and learning new things. So this year, I'm looking forward to a lot more of like the forestry and learning about wild plants and yeah.
Actually, I'm not even down that road. I'm totally the opposite. I'm super into developing the property, putting up like the barn that I want,
Mhm,
the pens for the animals and stuff, and getting that land cleared off. Um,
mhm.
I love seeing the property take shape because I can see the potential, and it almost breaks my heart that I'm not able to work faster at it because I want to.
We're older now too, so and it's just us. Like we have like some good neighbors, but we don't have those like in when we go to Michigan, you put out a phone call and like everybody's there.
Yeah.
And then like my family works a lot of the time, so
Well, I saw that too when Wally came up with Paul. Like,
mm,
our son came up and our friends came up. And when we got to working, they just things got done so fast. And it was
mhm,
so cool.
yeah.
And I know somebody even commented on there, said that they did watch the video and we got stuck. It was, it was fun though. Like,
There wasn't a worry to it. There
no,
wasn't. Not at
as
all.
I remember back in the day, I'd be all worried. Oh no, we got to get unstuck. Where you gonna go? You got plans? Where you going?
Right?
It was so cool.
Yeah. We're definitely adjusting to that.
But
Um,
yeah, just hanging out and enjoying the time. And
yeah.
yeah, we haven't had any time. Oh, and then when we got bored, we ended up playing like a couple games. We played some card games. Boggle. We've been playing Boggle
I
lately.
win.
Hmm.
Actually, you won last game,
Yes, I did.
but
I was gonna give it to you.
I don't want to win that way. I know.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. You went
I
to.
went too far?
Yep.
Okay.
Narrowway Farm says, I love having asparagus in my garden. This is year 3 for my asparagus. I love it. We planted potatoes yesterday. Oh, I wish. We had a few minutes without rain.
Yeah.
Mississippi, yeah. This year, starting everything from seed. Hopefully, I won't have to go to Home Depot or Walmart. Got a whole bunch of starter kits and mini greenhouses. That's awesome. You should make sure you record that too. Jealous at the cottage, still 2.5 feet. 2.5 feet in Bancroft of snow. So are you
Wow.
gonna start the seeds in Toronto or in Bancroft, Jeremy? Um, the asparagus crowns were 2 years. Yep, that's what I thought. 1 to 2. So this year will be the third year. So I could maybe harvest some this year.
Oh, nice.
Woohoo! If we survive the floods this year, we could plant some potatoes, the pickaxe.
There now. I know he knows better. He's just making fun.
Why? I'm making fun of what?
Oh, because he knows that you can plant it. You just like get a barrel of soil and plant what? Potatoes.
What is the pickaxe? I don't know.
Because if you're gonna plant, you got to put them in the ground, and they're on a rock, so you'd have to plant with a
Oh,
pickaxe.
it takes me a minute, but I do get there.
I did. I was wondering where you were going with
You
that.
look nervous.
Oh,
You look like, should
because
I
you
be
like
speaking right
totally
now?
threw your arm up on
What?
me like, mm-hmm. The Gestapo's here.
Oh, the mud broker says M.O. from Missouri.
Ah, I should have remembered that.
Mo from Missouri. Missouri is M.O. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing our potatoes in containers because it's a swamp here. I've never seen so much rain. Oh wow. There we go. I was fortunate to have a great neighbor teach me so many wild edibles. And I am fortunate to have a neighbor that had a neighbor that taught them so much about wild edibles that I hope that I can learn from the book and that neighbor that learned from a neighbor. Hey from Florida.
Florida. Wow,
Florida,
that's so
Hidden Oaks
cool.
Homestead. Oh, I missed a couple.
Florida,
I was fortunate.
Missouri.
These are edible too. Cattail. I just said Catali. Cattail roots are edible. I didn't know that. See, you learned something. Have a good night, Hazeway Homestead.
Thanks for showing up.
Well, uh,
Oh, Marty's playing Boggle right now.
and Marty should be watching us, not playing Boggle.
It's like he got caught on his phone at work.
In the, okay, and CJM Farm says in Toronto for the majority of them, my aunt is going to be starting the other half in Bancroft. That's awesome. Hey, Mama.
Hey, Mom showed up.
Isn't it great to have neighbors? It is. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to try and edit a bit since the kids are asleep. I remember that feeling. Thank you so much for coming along.
Yes, thank you.
So,
Oh, yeah. Other than that, I mean, the plans for this year are pretty
we've already talked about that.
pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait though to go back home, and I gotta see a few people and bring home some good stuff.
What are you talking about?
I get my 30-30 this year.
Oh,
It's my gun.
I know what it is.
Okay.
You too. You too, Quebec's Homestead.
Oh,
Said.
thanks. Good night.
Bye, Mallory.
Yeah, I'm excited to do that, and then hopefully we've got some people that want to come visit this year. They've been saying so. But
Yeah.
other than that, I think about covers it tonight. Yeah?
I think so. I just wanted to get on and see how everybody was doing. And I kind of wanted to just take an hour and not even worry about the world news right now. So I thank you all so much for joining us. As always, it's been super fun. It really has been. Um, yeah.
I love how we never know exactly what we're going to talk about, but then it
No.
goes on for an hour.
Yes, I know. It's like I had no idea. Yeah, because I wrote down, we always write down a few things just in case it gets like a little, like what do we talk about? Well, here's some pointers that we can go over and yeah.
You know what? And like Jeremy was just saying, he can't wait till all this is done. We can meet up and have some amazing nights and stuff like that. You know what? I'm anxious to go down there and like building a couple more greenhouses now. I want to perfect this thing. Uh, but anyways, thanks for showing up.
Thank you, Pam.
We're gonna go clean up and
I'm gonna get ready to leave first thing in the morning. And then that's about it. And I'm
Yeah.
already tired, so I can feel myself fading and fading and fading. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready so I can leave first thing in the morning, and I'll be gone till Tuesday. So
Yep. So hopefully she'll get another video posted up soon.
see, I can take the video. I've got like 4 videos that I have been editing, and I got to get out there.
Yeah.
But we had company for a while, and
We were
yeah,
just, trying to get prepared for all this and make sure that we're good to go. Um, oh, Pam said that this is the new get together with all the social distancing.
right.
Hey, we'll just do this.
That's
Lives
it.
all the time. Say hi to everybody.
Hmm.
All right.
Thank you, everybody, for coming along.
Yeah. Have a good night. Keep safe.
Yeah.
All the love and prayers to you guys.
Yes. And
Thank-
as always, until next time.